How do you feel when you help others or perform acts of kindness? What are some small ways you can serve your community or support friends and family? How has an act of kindness changed your perspective on your own challenges? Welcome to the Summer Reset Challenge, my friend. This is week number 7, and we are embarking on an extraordinary journey of spiritual growth and mindset transformation. And this week, you'll discover the joy that comes from acts of kindness, fostering a sense of connection and community. And before we start this beautiful episode, I want to remind you of several things. You guessed it, the Facebook community Rewired to Align is open and ready for you to join because it's a way that we can share this journey with other like-minded, beautiful souls like you, and we can find support and we can meet new people. And if you are ready to meet people in real life and you find somebody that lives in the same city, this is the way to do it. Okay. And then I want to invite you to leave me a review of the podcast. This is the way that you can support me, and this is the way that other people find the podcast. Also, you can share it with your friends and your family by sending them the link or sending them the tab on my website, Michelle Mari Pacheco /podcast, because over there I have all the different apps where the podcast is playing. Now, let's start with week number 7 of the Summer Reset Challenge.
Hello, beautiful soul. What beliefs do you hold about yourself that might be limiting your potential? In what areas of your life do you feel you are not living authentically? What fears prevent you from expressing your true self? In what ways do you feel disconnected from your higher self, and what beliefs contribute to this disconnection? Welcome to Neuro Soul Sync, a podcast that blends neuroscience and spirituality, exploring the connection of our spiritual and emotional lives with the neuroscience of our bodies and brain. I'm Michelle Marie, your host, certified spiritual neurocoach, IVF twin mompreneur, lover of human design, and all things personal development. A few years ago, I felt exactly like that, yearning to live on purpose and authentically. I wanted to live fearlessly, prioritizing my needs and creating a life aligned to my core values and beliefs. And I was able to master this through neuroplasticity, spirituality, energetics, and the exact simple tools I will share with you here. I believe that when we are in alignment with who we are, life transforms from stuck and resistant to a journey of flow, impacting not only ourselves, but the collective consciousness. So if you're ready to get in the driver's seat of your life, live with authenticity, and discover simple yet powerful solutions that will guide you from feeling stuck to fulfill, this is your sacred space. Let's get ready to vibe high, align, and manifest.
How are you, friend? Welcome to Neuro Soul Sync and the Summer Reset Challenge. It's week number 7. We have one more week to go. One more week to go and we're done. These have been so amazing and so transformative. How are you doing? What have you learned? Give me your feedback. How has this summer reset helped you? I hope that the challenges I have given help you in your journey of transformation, that you have come back to revisit the weeks before and that you have re-listened to the episodes. Today, which marks week number 7, is all about acts of service. And you know what? Serving others not only benefits those that are around you, but also enriches your own spirit. I don't know if you have a charity that you donate to or specific acts of service that you do at home and through our businesses in my family. We always take the time to help, to help people, to help charities, to help organizations, either by donation or by volunteering our time. This is something that the girls and I always do. And it's a way to give back and to also make a difference in people's lives and to give to the community, it's just, it makes you feel part of a greater thing out there. And acts of service are super important because they help us connect with each other. And then, we can build a sense of community. And when we do something nice for somebody else, it not only makes them feel good, but it also brings us a lot of joy and fulfillment. I don't know if you have ever felt like that when you are giving your time to service. I have even donated time in hospitals, in reading for children, in different areas that I have done throughout my life. And I always feel more connected to something bigger than me. It's very fulfilling and I feel very grateful. It strengthens our relationship and also it encourages kindness all around. Plus, it can inspire others to do the same. And that's what we're here for, right? Doing something good for others triggers the release of the feel-good hormones like oxytocin, and I know that you've heard that before in other episodes, and endorphins, which can boost our mood and reduce stress. This creates a sense of happiness, a sense of fulfillment, making us feel more connected to those around us. Plus, the more we perform these acts of service, the more we train our brains to seek out opportunities for kindness, which can lead to a more positive outlook on life overall. So if you are ever if you feel that something is missing in your life, maybe donating your time to an act of service can be a great way for you to have a more positive outlook and more connection, even with yourself. Okay. On a spiritual level, acts of service can deepen our sense of purpose and our connection to something greater than ourselves, like I have mentioned. We often feel like a sense of unity, a sense of compassion that resonates with our core values. And when this happens, it encourages personal growth and fulfillment as well. It reminds us that we are part of a larger community and that our actions, no matter how small they are, can contribute to the well-being of others and to the bigger picture. Ultimately, and the most important thing, and if you take anything away from this episode, is that serving others enriches our lives and it helps us find more meaning in our everyday experiences. So my question for you is, do you volunteer your time or do you perform any act of service? And this week, the challenge is, you guessed it, incorporating acts of service into your routine. Before we do that, let me remind you to leave me a review of the podcast once this episode is done. You can just go to the area that it says write a review and leave yours right there because you're going to be supporting me. You're going to be doing your act of service. Because when you do that, when you leave a review of the podcast, it helps the algorithm, right? It helps the algorithm and it helps other people to find this beautiful podcast. And also remember to share all your aha moments in the Facebook community Rewire to Align, where you can find support, where you can find encouragement throughout this journey. Now, let's explore your exercise for this week. And is to incorporate acts of service into your routine. And here's a simple way to do this. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to think how you want to impact others. But do it this week. It could be as simple as helping your neighbor, volunteering your time, offering a kind word to somebody who needs it. Offering your ear to somebody who needs to probably talk to you. If you have a friend that is in need or is sick, you can offer to bring them, I don't know, chicken soup or something. Write down at least 3 specific acts of service you'd like to do this week. For example, and now that you know how you want to impact others, the act of service can be like holding the door open for someone, volunteering to a local charity, donating good items, right? Gently worn to someone in need. Not necessarily to the Goodwill, but to someone in need or a charity that helps people that are in other countries. The key here is to make it achievable and to make it meaningful to you. Now, look at your calendar and schedule it so you can follow through, because I don't know if you're like me, but if I don't put things in my calendar, I forget completely. And it's better if you put it in your calendar, in your agenda, in your phone, all of that, and you can follow through. So make sure that after you do this activity, you take the time to reflect on how it made you feel and how it affected the person you help. You can use your journal for that reflection. You can also share your reflection in the Facebook community, which I left the link in the show notes for you, because it's very important that we also take the time, depending on the charity or the act of service that we decide to do. We learn, remember, everybody around us can be an expander. Every situation can be expansion for us into knowing new things or finding out about a part of each other that maybe we don't have too much contact with, right? And doing this can help us see this part that we have and nurture it. So make sure that you're using your journal to reflect on how it made you feel and how it affected the person you help. Okay, beautiful soul. This week is short and sweet, but it's going to be impactful. And do me a favor and share with me what act of service you do. What did you decide? You can tag me in stories at Michelle Marie Pacheco and use the hashtag Summer Reset. And when I say stories, I mean on Instagram, because that's the place that I hang out the most. Instagram, Michelle Marie Pacheco. You can follow me there and you can let me know and use the hashtag Summer Reset. I would love to know what you do. I also want to remind you that you can share your homework in our private Facebook community, Rewired to Align. It will be great to support each other and get feedback from other souls like you, and also to get ideas of what to do this week. Thanks for joining me today. It is my wish that this episode serves and blesses you. Performing acts of service not only enriches the lives of those we help, but also brings a profound sense of joy and purpose to our own lives. And this is the point of this week. Join me next week where we will be putting everything together, meaning all the weeks together through integration and reflection. Until next time, keep syncing your mind and your soul to create a life in alignment. I'm sending you love.
I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I love creating it. If what you heard helped you, the number one way you can thank me is by leaving a review on Apple Podcasts. My mission is that you feel empowered and more spiritually connected after listening, so your feedback means the world to me. Just scroll down to where it says write a review and leave me yours. And if you love what Neurosoul Sync is about, please share with your family and friends. I believe the world becomes a better place when we come together collectively to make the change. I look forward to be with you next week.